Today we're going into a $1 million a month Shopify store case study for dropshipping. Let's go. Hey, and welcome to today's video. For those who don't know me, my name is Ricky Hayes. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Don't forget to subscribe to today's video for heaps more updates on a weekly basis. Okay, without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So this product here I found just via Big Spy. It's a product we've probably all seen, and I wanted to do a case study around it, around what they did right, what they did wrong, so that you can sort of understand and, understand what tools you can use to extrapolate data from it. So obviously one there is bigspy.com to find this. Now, if I mute this, we can see that this is a product that has an insane amount of engagement. 36,000 comments. Now, funnily enough, I had actually marketed this product well over a year and a half ago, and it did not. Oh no, not a year and a half ago. About at least a year ago, something like that. And it did not work for me at all. But it works for different people. Sorry, I hate how it does that. So anyway, so that's the product there. We can see it's got a ton of engagement. If we look here, we're just going to see that the engagement is that people absolutely love this. Just insane amounts of people absolutely loving this item. We can see here that just not long ago that they're still marketing it. So this is definitely a product that's made them a lot in sales. To get 36,000 comments, you will have had to have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, so this has definitely grossed them millions of dollars in sales. So let's have a look at their store. So we can immediately see that this is a one product store. Okay, and now for those who don't know, this is a new Chrome extension that I found. I use it because I use it in incognito mode. It's really handy. It's I forgot, a Shopify Inspector, I think it's what it's called, by Koala Apps. It's free, so I recommend those that don't have it to use it. I actually find it's a bit more reliable than Commerce Inspector. So we can see here that the first product was published in the 18th of the 2nd. So this store, okay, hasn't been around terribly long. Okay, it's only got 2 products, only 2. So this store has been around for 4 months, and in 4 months they've grossed millions of dollars in revenue. We can see that their highest price is $25.99, lowest is $19.99, and their average price is $22.97. Okay, and that's good because now with Facebook, I would never recommend selling a product anywhere underneath $20. It's just too hard to be profitable. I personally say about $25 to $30 minimum now. Facebook, so many people are doing drop shipping like this that it's pretty hard. Okay, so let's move down. So they're doing bulk order discounts, which makes sense. People will buy multiple of these. If we scroll down, we're going to see that they've got the Add to Cart sticky button, which is Add to Cart Booster Pro for those wondering. They've got good images, and they've got tons of reviews. Okay, and tons of reviews with images. Okay, like they're just undoubtedly crushing it. These look like real reviews to me. These are definitely fake, but these look like real reviews, which is great. It's showing that their authenticity. Okay, now if we go back to this app though, okay, and we have a look at traffic, their traffic is dipping majorly. Okay, so they hit 139,610 on the 1st of the 3rd, and then a month later, 85,000. So that was their peak. Okay, all right. So the product's still doing well, but it's on a downward trend. Okay, it's on a downward trend, and that's telling us that that is one of the downsides with a one product store. Although they have 2 products, it's clearly that they're just using it as an accommodating type of product, but it is centered around this product. Their traffic, unless they find other methods, is going to continue to drop. So that's one thing they didn't really, I feel, capitalize on enough, is that it feels like they just primarily dropship the item, and that they didn't properly brand it themselves. Okay, I don't see like their name on the product. If you're getting that much traffic based on the amount of comments they've had, they should see an absolutely insane. I would be branding the crap out of this product. I would, import it. Most likely, most of their traffic is from US, and we can't tell that from here, but we can tell it from if we have a look in SimilarWeb, and it shows a similar thing that it's pretty much dropping. If we have a look at Geo, okay, so we can actually see that that's why they've been getting so much traffic. Okay, is that they're doing a lot of what looks to be first top 5 as well as the European region, and so that's why they're getting a lot of traffic, and it'll be much cheaper traffic, but it is harder to convert them because of the currency fees. But that's clearly why they're getting the traffic. What they should have done, and what I recommend to most people, especially if you got a winning product like this and it's converting for you, because I'm sure many of you have sold this. I sold it, and I think I got like 2 sales. Didn't work for me, but it's clearly worked for them a year later or something. Is once you get a product to that degree, you should 100% try and import it to, let's say, United States, or get it imported to a warehouse in UK in their instance. I don't really see anywhere where they're talking about the shipping times on the product page, that is. So if we have a look at shipping info, okay, 8 to 20 business days, okay? So they're 100% just drop shipping this, either probably through a private supplier, okay? But what they should have done is they should have at least got it imported into like something like ShipBob. Okay, there's tons of them, but let's say ShipBob or CJ Dropshipping, it doesn't matter. And literally has one variant, so it's super easy to get that into something like ShipBob, where you're just like, okay, I'm going to buy 1,000 units of this at $4 each, send it to them. Okay, bam, there we go. It's in their warehouse. I send them to Dallas, okay, which because that's in the middle of the US. They've got 5 warehouses. Anyway, and then they ship it out, 2 to 3 days shipping, and you can spam that on your ads, spam that on your product page, easy returns. All of that stuff really does help with getting a lot more conversions, because people, 8 to 20 business days, okay, if you put that, that's actually up to 4 weeks. And in 2019, where people can actually go on Amazon and they can get this exact item, and they might have to pay $5-10 more. People, a lot of people, let's be honest, won't do that. But if you can fix your shipping problem by just sending it ShipBob and pay a few dollars extra, customer retention rate is going to be insane. And that's when you're really building a brand, because this is a one product store, okay? And one product stores are 100% contingent on that product continually doing well. And if you are focusing on that, then you should be doing everything feasible to make that product yours and to make it so that customers come back and buy again. And I just had in the comments that customers already have. So if they increase their shipping rates by sending it to a shipper in the US, okay, a warehouse in the US, then it would solve half that problem. They wouldn't get as much customer service. Customers would be much happier, easier returns, easier handling. Okay, it's literally the dream type of product. Just one variant. That's it. And all you need to do is try and get people to buy more. Okay, so that is something that you should always keep in mind. It's the downside of one product stores. I'm personally, on a side note, I'm not an advocate for one product stores. They've technically, see, every store should at least have 2 products, and they've sort of done that so they can try and, increase the average order value through people buying similar items, which makes sense. Personally, I think you should at least have 5 items on a store so that people can shop around, especially if you're getting tons of traffic. There's no reason not to add a few extra items, okay? And there's tons of different items that are grooming items, and we're going to probably see this, whatever the other item is, I can't remember, when we add to cart, because I saw that they are using Personalizer by LimeSpot. We let it load. Okay, I thought they were. Anyway, so if we have a look here and we have a look at their best sellers. Yeah, so exactly as I thought, the pet brush for gloves. So what they should be doing, okay, is they should be using something like Personalizer by LimeSpot. Now, whether or not because their site speed's a little slow, I don't know. But they should be doing an in-cart upsell. They're not doing any form of in-cart upsell. That's why you have at least 2 products. You should be doing in-cart upsells. They're using that to try and get people to buy more. So that's probably like ultimate special offers. That makes sense. But you should also give people the opportunity to add different items, because people that want that might want that to actually clean their pet as well. Like clean their clothes, but clean their pet. Maybe be preventative. Okay, so it all makes sense. And it really does help, especially, like, as I said, you're getting nearly 200,000 people to your store a month. Okay, and let's say you've got a 2% conversion rate. I actually don't know how to properly, that's 4,000 orders, sorry. So 4,000 orders at, let's say, $40, that's $1.6 million. Correct me if I'm wrong, if my maths is wrong, but maths was never my absolute forte. Thank you for technology and calculators. Anyway, so if we move past that anyway, they've done an absolutely insane amount, but they could have made so much more. So let's say they made over $1 million easily. They could have turned that into 1.3, 1.4. Okay, and part of the reason for this also is it doesn't look like they're doing proper post-purchase upsells. By the looks of it, they've got the conversion pirate checkout hack v3. Okay, that's great, but they're not, by the looks of it, running OCU, cart hook, intercart, which is my new personal favorite. They might be running something like sweet upsell, but sweet upsell has like a 2 to 3% conversion rate type thing. It's not going to generate tons. Okay, it might help a little bit, but it's the apps like OCU and intercart and all of that really boost your average order value to that next degree. Okay, so I'm not seeing any of that. And that stuff could, just between those things, boost the average order value another 10, 20%. So I don't know, if they are running free shipping. Okay, so they are running free shipping. Okay, so hopefully they're doing a priority processing upsell of some sort where they're getting an extra $2, $3, 1 in 4, 1 in 5. They should definitely be doing that, and if they're not, that's a lot of money lost right there. So if we have a look here, they're running a couple of apps. They're not really running many apps. Okay, so yeah, they're running Ultimate Sales Boost. Okay, and that's for the quantity upsells. Okay, they've got tracking. They're probably using I've forgotten the app for that. But anyway, so if we move past that, now we've gotten a bit of the site store review, because remember, they're getting the traffic. They're clearly making money. But what looks like they're not doing is it doesn't look like they're capitalizing on that traffic enough. And my guess is they're probably not remarketing enough either. They definitely are remarketing. So if people are worried about the info and ads not being there, I don't know why people are worried about that, because I've gone through this in another video. But for those who aren't aware, there's called the Facebook ads library. Just Google it, and you just put in the name of their page. And there we go, it's 1,600 likes. That's another thing they haven't done that well. Okay, if we have a look at their page, and we can see that 36, this has had, like, I think I saw it was 9 million views. There we go, yeah, so 9 million views. They haven't gotten enough likes. What they should be doing, okay, is something that most people don't really like to seem to do, is they'll have CS agents. Get them to invite people to their page. What they should be doing is working hard on their social media organic channels. Okay, I don't even see that their shop is there. You don't get many sales from your shop, but if you're building a brand, people will actually click the shop tab and they will buy from you. If you're getting hundreds of thousands of people a month, those few, 5, 10, 20, 30 sales doesn't sound like much, but who cares? That's money in your pocket. And it literally takes 2 seconds. I've never understood that. This is people clearly crushing it with this product, but yet they're not seeing these fine details. The hardest part with Facebook or any traffic source is getting traffic in a profitable sense. Okay, now they're clearly getting traffic in a profitable sense, but they're not, and so they've removed that barrier. Okay, most people are stuck at finding a winning product and getting traffic and also making it profitable. They passed all of that. That's the hardest part. So, but they haven't looked into the fine details. Aftership, I would use Aftership, integrate with looks, do upsells, get people to come back. I would integrate with my page. I would integrate with my Instagram page. I would be getting some social media individuals to try and help grow my page. I would be getting my customer service agents to invite people who have engaged. 36,000 comments. Okay, 36,000 comments on this. You invited 36,000 people that have at least commented, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. Guaranteed they would get a couple of extra 1,000 likes. And then you just post organic stuff, like funny cat stuff. It's perfect niche. People love cats. They're very passionate about it. Just post funny cat stuff, some funny cat video. I'm a dog person, but Anyway, moving past that. So if we have a look at the ads library, okay, what we can see is that they are seriously trying to continue to find new methods. Okay, we're seeing that they're running the exact same copy, but by the looks of it, I don't know what the difference between these two is. I don't know what the difference those is. Maybe it's just duplicate, just different audience or something. But what we're seeing is that I don't know why it's duplicated. I think this is just how it's picking it up. But they're trying different thumbnails. They're even trying images. Okay, different thumbnail, different thumbnail, different thumbnail, and it's most likely the same video. Sorry, I'm gonna mute my volume. There we go. So it's pretty much the same video. Okay, but different thumbnails to see what results people get. And then they've even just tried a flat image, and so on and so forth. You can see a lot of these are repeated, and I think that's because the way the the ads library picks it up. But you can see that they're doing a lot of split testing. Okay, remember us. So that's a remarketing ad. Okay, so that's what they're trying to do. They're trying different copy, it's different thumbnails, and with sort of the same video. It looks like that video is their main video, and you can see it time and time and time again. They're trying testimonials. They're tons and tons. Now, again, I don't know why it's all by the looks of it duplicated. Again, just slightly different thumbnails. They're trying to brand it at more the video level, but they should be just branding it in terms of their store. Like, I just don't understand that. So that's where I feel that they've faltered a lot. They've got a product that's absolutely crushing it, and good on them. Okay, good on them. But they're not capitalizing on that. Okay, all right. So that is what I feel is one of their biggest problems. Is that they're not really capitalizing on the fact that they do have a complete monopoly. Now, I do apologize. I didn't notice this. Set to Australia. We'll go to US. Okay, so we're going to see again, by the looks of it, all the same. Okay. And that's what's actually really good about, there we go. We're starting to see the differences and that they're testing the same sort of thing. So for those ever wondering, if you're ever unsure about info and ads, just literally go to the Facebook ads library and you're not going to have any problems at all. Okay. Now, what it looks like is that they've peaked, and it's going to most likely go on a downward spiral. It's going to continue to do that. And this is why I personally am not an advocate for one product stores. Okay. Because you're not really going to get long-term success. You're completely contingent. Let's say, of course, though, that you're in the fashion brand or something like that, and you've got this t-shirt that's doing really well. Okay, it might do really well and everything else just accommodates, but you have the other items there. And what I always recommend for those sitting there wondering, okay, Ricky, so what do you recommend instead of a one product store? Just make a funnel. A funnel is the equivalent of a one product store, but you're not running a one product store. That's what most people do. Just there's Shopify pages, there's ClickFunnels, there's tons of them. I've forgotten the name of them, but there's tons of them now. And you just make a funnel, and you just change the URL to the funnel URL and test it, okay, and then try and amplify your product pages. The good thing with building a funnel is not necessarily that it has to be in ClickFunnels, it has to be Shopify. It's the fact that you can actually split test the page. Okay, so you can split test the page and see the amount of conversion rate. Is this getting 4.5% and this one getting 6%? Well, I'll go with that one, and then I'll test this one against a slightly different version and see how they go. That's why that I can make you a lot more money by split testing your pages. And doing all of that will actively help you make a lot more money, especially if you have a massive winning product like this. Like, they're really just, it's a bit lazy, in my opinion. It's a bit lazy. It's also important to note that one of the other things that they've definitely not done that well is they really haven't tested enough creatives. When you have a winning product, what I would be doing, especially to this scale, new videos, okay? Clearly video's doing well because it illustrates the type of product. I would outsource to someone to make a video. There's ecom vids, for instance. They're pretty expensive, but at that degree, it would be very much worth it. Make some videos. I would test the hell out of it in terms of different videos. I would try and mash different things together. They've done the thumbnail side of it, but they definitely haven't tested enough video creatives. And but I would also be, split testing on Instagram and on Facebook, all the different placements and seeing how it works. I would be being very granular, because when you have that much traffic, you can be very granular, okay? And you really want to test that, because you're getting so much traffic, you can get really good results and understand it quite quickly and quite easily, okay? So that's really important. Easy. And they feel like they could have done a lot more with their store, and as a result, it's definitely working. No doubt about that. There's a lot worse stores out there. But if I had a product that was doing 200,000, just the amount of people going to my website, 200,000, I would make a Zipify page. Spend a couple of hours making it. And then, I would try CartHook, or at least OCU. I'm using Intercart at the moment, which is amazing, by the way. But I would try all of that and try and split test these different variables. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it can make quite a difference. You increase your conversion rate or something like by 1%, and that's an extra, could be like at that number, that could be an extra $1,000 a day, right? So that is the upside, and that is the downside, and that's my honest opinion on it all. I saw this. These people are definitely doing well, and congratulations to them, whoever you are. If you are watching it, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the feedback, and I hope this helps you. But I think that this store could have just done a lot better. Okay, it has a lot of opportunity, but they're just not really capitalizing on it. They're focusing entirely on Facebook ads. I would also be 100%. I don't know if they're doing Google ads. Okay, if they're doing remarketing on Google, I would 100%, if I'm getting that much traffic, be doing Google display ads. I would be doing Google brand search. I would be doing Bing ads as well, just for brand search. Like, you're getting that much traffic, you are definitely going to get people going on Google and going on Facebook, and that is all on Bing, and that's reflected by sorry, wrong one. If we go referrals, no, search, my pet brush. Okay, so this is organic, so this is through Google. It's always through Google. My pet brush, blah 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 blah. They're getting quite a lot of traffic from my pet's brush. Okay, and so they should be definitely doing that form of remarketing. And actually, if we have a look here, maybe they are a little bit. Okay, but most of it's direct. Okay, so people just typing in that, when you see that, that means that it's they're actually just typing in mypetbrush.com. Okay, mypetsbrush.com. But they're not really doing any display. Now, sometimes this isn't 100% accurate, keep in mind, but they should be doing display. If display ads with Google, if you have a massive winning product, will get sales. Okay, even if it's not hugely profitable, it's extra money in your back pocket. Okay, so that's really important to keep that in mind. All right. And that concludes today's $1 million case study. I hope you really did enjoy it. My name is Ricky Hayes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Comment down below. Crush it to go on the chance to win one of 2 15-minute coaching calls. Okay, guys, we really need to hit those 30 comments. And tell me what you want to see. Like, what are you liking my content at the moment? What content you want to sort of see? Let me know down below, okay? It'd be really what I want. I'm trying to really tailor that. I've gotten a lot of people ask me about case studies. I've gotten a lot of people ask me about more apps, Facebook ads, of course, Google ads. They're all sort of things that I've got on the list of things to be adding. Okay, guys, but if there's things that I've missed, don't hesitate to tell me down below. Okay, just comment that. I respond pretty quick. Anyone that does respond within the first few hours will always get a response from me to answer your question. Okay, guys, really, really important. So I hope you did enjoy today's video, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely day. Take care and goodbye.